Now let's look at some examples of menus where a little more positive perspective is available. Here, from the beginning, when reviewing our mandatory disclosures at the top, we are now able to reinforce, where circumstances allow, of course, that the rates are the same for both terms. Everyone expects a higher rate for a longer term. Therefore, if it is with the longer term that your guests were already interested, the rate now seems lower. If the original focus was on the shorter term, you now have removed much of the impediment to their consideration of the longer term. Also, regarding the longer term, take note that the 72-month payment for the vehicle well and fully protected at the bottom of the first column, the preferred option is what we'll recommend, provided they need to take advantage of the guaranteed asset protection, meaning that they're financing greater than 70% loan to value. It's lower than the 60-month payment in the disclosure. Yes, of course it's 12 more payments, but isn't the term the least important of the big three considerations here? Payment, rate, then term? Think about this from the standpoint of a 30-year mortgage. Many folks sign up for those 360 payments for the first time when they may not have even been on the planet for that long. Oh well, beats paying rent, and they can afford the payment. Besides, who's better off? The guest who takes delivery of the new vehicle with, in many cases, years worth of payments plus all kinds of exposure? Or is it the guest who has much, if not all, of said exposure taken off their plate in exchange for a small term increase? The value and basic options are so close in proximity investment-wise to the preferred option, we'll probably even hear our guests say something like, well, for that small of a difference, I may as well go with this one, referring to the preferred option. The economy option will work best, of course, and we will therefore recommend to our guests who aren't likely to benefit from guaranteed asset protection, financing less than 70% loan to value. They will receive all the other benefits. Here, all of the same considerations as above are present, except the last column, the choice option, is the least economical of the four. Therefore, of course, we'll recommend the preferred option for those likely to benefit from the guaranteed asset protection, financing greater than 70% loan to value, and the basic option for those unlikely to benefit from the guaranteed asset protection, financing less than 70% loan to value, and extend the option, if they should choose the basic option, to piggyback into the list of benefits received in the basic column, that of the key replacement, for only a few dollars more per month when this is the recommendation. While here, all of the initially mentioned sentiment in our robust columned two-term finance non-bundled menu is present, this menu is utilized when offering a proprietary maintenance program. Therefore, our recommendations will differ slightly. We'll recommend the preferred option for our guests who live nearby, say perhaps 50 miles, and who are likely to benefit from the guaranteed asset protection, of course, financing more than 70% loan to value. Provided the required investment to take advantage of our gap is greater than that of our maintenance program, so that we maintain a consistent, gradual declination in the payment, otherwise we'll reverse columns 2 and 3. The value option is for our guests who don't live nearby, more than 50 miles away, but are likely to benefit from guaranteed asset protection, of course, financing greater than 70% loan to value. The basic option is for our guests who live nearby within 50 miles but aren't likely to benefit from the gap, again, financing less than 70% loan to value. And lastly, the economy option is for our guests who don't live nearby, again, more than 50 miles away, and aren't likely to benefit from the gap, again, less than 70% loan to value. With the cash menu, we'll recommend the preferred option. The bottom line here is that we can now support each of our column recommendations, regardless of the menu being used and without compromising our credibility. Avoid the self-sabotage created by shallow columned, one-term finance menus. Do your guests a favor, give them the opportunity to think about this once. and if you're on message, to take all of these potential concerns off their plate going forward. Think about it. Good luck and good selling.